As part of the videos on what the lawyers do, I'm going to break it down into phases. The first phase is quite obviously your initial contact with an attorney. When you come in, the first thing we're going to do is observe. We're going to look at how you appear. Are you stressed? Are you scared? Are you hurt? Are you angry? And we're going to cater or gear our conversation with you to address your concerns. So the first thing that we're doing is we're making observations. We look at how you're addressed, your age, your educational level, your understanding of the process, so that we can address those issues with you. The next thing that a lawyer should be doing, a good competent lawyer, is always a good listener. And it's not just about hearing what you say, it's about listening to what you say. Because many times people will come in, say in a custody case, and they keep saying, this is about my child, this is about my child. But you will find as you go through in the conversation, they're talking about the money all the time. We will refocus you and go, wait, your focus is about your child. Don't get off track. Because you have to communicate to a judge or to the other attorney or to your spouse what is your priority and why this is important to you, so that they can walk in your shoes, whether it's the other lawyer, a hearing officer, a judge, or a jury. It is about communicating, and we're going to teach you to effectively communicate your position to other people. One of the things that we will also do is we will challenge you. We do that for many reasons. One is we want to observe and listen to how you react. Do you become defensive? Are you submissive? Are you argumentative? Because each one of those things may or may not be appropriate in your particular situation. And we're going to fine-tune that or guide that so that you can effectively communicate your position, whether to a judge, a jury, the other side, the other attorney, or people you are talking with. Because what lawyers should be doing is teaching you good communication skills. You should be doing the same. You should be observing, you should be listening, and asking yourself, is this lawyer talking in a way that makes sense to me? Is he talking above me? Is he talking below me? Or is he smart enough to gauge who I am and talk to me in words that I can understand, and in concepts or parables or analogies that make sense to me? Because if your lawyer doesn't make sense to you, you should be asking why, and he should be able to explain that, because ultimately he's going to be conveying your thoughts or your desires to another party. It is important that he be able to do that. There's an old story about Albert Einstein, one of the smartest people who's ever lived, and he had a group of reporters, and he'd filled up 3 blackboards on the theory of relativity. And at some point he stopped and walked over to a book and walked back, and I think he wrote 186,000 miles per second. That's the speed of light. One of the reporters said, Mr. Einstein, you're one of the smartest people ever lived. You don't know the speed of light. And Albert Einstein looked at him and said, anyone could look up the speed of light. How to use that formula is what's important. He did not concern himself with those kind of things. What he was concerned with was how to get across his idea. I've had math teachers as a student, and I got totally lost. It really means the math teacher didn't really understand the math that well. If they do, they can explain it so that anyone can understand it. And that's what you're looking for in a lawyer, and that's what a lawyer should be doing for you at the initial interview.